Hey guys, I just wanted to talk about something real quick. I don't think today's video is going to be too long. I say that, but I might just end up yapping and chewing your ear off once again, because that's just what I do. But today, I really wanted to talk about something that I've been seeing all over my feed. I'm a weirdo, and I don't really scroll on Instagram that often. I usually scroll on Facebook. I know, I'm a boomer. But I don't know. I curated my Facebook algorithm really, really well. It has a lot of funny memes, like actually funny memes. It's not like boomers where it's all just AI images and like horrible, like 2010 memes. It's like actual funny stuff. But recently on my Facebook feed, I've been seeing a heck of a lot of hate for Sydney Sweeney. Now, if you don't know, most people I feel like should know by now. But, a couple weeks ago, she did come out with well, it wasn't her that came out with it, but she did a marketing campaign with American Eagle, talking about how she has great genes. You know what I mean? And not like genes like genetic. It's a play on words because of jeans. The pants, denim. So, I understand it. Sydney Sweeney, Angelica, and I both think that she's, very pretty. She is a very pretty, woman out there. And she's popular, right? The men seem to go fucking goo goo gaga for her fucking mommy milkers, which, whatever, more power to everybody else. I think, I think she's pretty. Angelica and I think she's pretty, right? And so she did this marketing campaign with them talking about how she has great genes. Did a couple photo shoots, a couple of ooh, ah, you know what I'm saying? And she looks good, you know what I mean? The jeans at American Eagle are, I went into American Eagle recently, and let's just say we went in and went out because we didn't fucking get anything. But, everybody started hating on her after this. And, there's been a little bit of hate for her beforehand, but I feel like it really got amped up after she dropped that promotion for jeans. There are some people out there who are like, oh, a white girl with blue eyes and, blonde hair. Oh, man, something about that sounds a little sussy. And, I'll admit, you know what I mean? Blonde hair, blue eyes, you know what I mean? Talking about great genes, a play on words with genetics. I know that you kind of can get like a little bit of Nazism out of that, because and Aryanism, because I know that was a big thing back in World War II. But at the end of the day, I mean, we have to understand here that it's just a marketing campaign. I don't want to, I want people to know that obviously we're not bringing back the fucking Third Reich and the fucking, Auschwitz and fucking concentration camps and gas chambers. We're not fucking doing that. Okay, so, I understand how it can be a little sussy, but that's not even the main reason that she's getting hate. She's getting hate, in my opinion, because, like, people are jealous, bro. Like, it really, really feels like jealousy. And to me, that's kind of pathetic. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I have something here that I don't know if this is, real. If Angel Reese had said this, which I don't know. I'm going to be honest, bro. Angel Reese, I don't know how I feel about Angel Reese. I think Angel Reese is cool, but at the same time, I don't. I don't know if she actually did say this, but, she said Sydney Sweeney's new ad is disgusting and disrespectful to black culture, which I don't understand how. Is it just because she's a white person and they're saying that she has great genes? Like, there are tons of people of all different races and creeds that have great genes. Like, let's think about Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? And Sofia Varga, you know what I'm saying? These are people that are, different, not white, you know what I mean? But then there's other things too, like I have to scroll past all these fucking pictures of Sydney Sweeney, which let's just keep scrolling. Let's just keep going. They're all just showing her just... Okay, here's another one. Look, bro, why? Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle ad has annoyed this lady, bro. Look at her. Look at her. I know for a fact that she's fucking sitting there flipping the bird at Sydney Sweeney because she's jealous that she's not a fucking Sydney Sweeney, bro. Look at her. I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. I don't understand why people, when they see somebody who's actually like attractive and they're like totally not attractive, that they just decide to hate the people that are actually attractive. I don't get that. You know what I mean? I don't understand that. Just go to the fucking gym, bro. Everybody can be attractive if you go to the fucking gym and work out, bro. Like, come on now. But seriously, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of ridiculous. In my opinion, it's just kind of ridiculous. Look at here's another one, bro. Here's another one. Just met Sydney Sweeney and got to show her what a real woman looks like. What do you even mean by that? What does that mean? Sydney Sweeney is also just as real of a woman as you are. You built like the moon emoji. Like, you literally look like the moon emoji. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Why is everybody hating on her? I don't get it. You know? They're not even hating on her for, like, her acting skills. You know, I think she's just, like, a mid-actress. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you got to be hating on her for anything, hate on her for that. That's her actual job. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe her job has shifted, you know, from being a mid-actress to being, you know, a just, you know, a model, you know, or whatever. You know what I mean? A model. You know, I'm surprised she hasn't gotten into OnlyFans, considering that she fucking sold bathwater, which that's interesting in and of itself. But yeah, I just don't get it. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. She's just a woman. You know what I mean? And this also brings me to another thing. I thought that we were supposed to be treating women with positivity, man. Whatever happened to that? All of a sudden, someone's, you know, pretty and she has an ad talking about how she has great genes. It's just a play on words. And all of a sudden that's grounds for, you know, treating people like shit, like just insulting her. I know for a fact that the people hating are not men, by the way. I'm going to be honest with you on that. I'm pretty sure Sydney Sweeney said it herself, that she noticed that it was all females that were hating on her, which, you know, it is what it is, man. I don't get it. You know what I mean? I thought we're supposed to be positive towards each other. And same thing with body positivity too, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Body positivity, dog. Whatever happened to that? You guys want to be body positive until you see a fucking positive body. Then all of a sudden you're all negative. Fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? Get your shit straight. I don't know. You know what I mean? And she look, she's pretty. I mean, at the end of the day, I just feel like they're hating just because she's actually pretty. And they're not. And they're not. So if you're ugly and you see somebody who is pretty and that everybody likes and that everybody wants, your first instinct is to just reject. That person doesn't look like me at all, and everybody wants them. So my coping mechanism is to tear your ass down and tell you how fucking ugly you are. Which I'm pretty sure that I just scrolled past one that said like Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney is like super, like she's not even attractive or something like that. Let me see here. I want to see if I can find it. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Sydney Sweeney is just plain ugly, incredibly overhyped because of her color. She has no curves, is just bones and skin. You lying, bro. You're literally lying. Now, is she overhyped? I would say she's overhyped. I'll be honest. I would agree with that. But, you know, she's not ugly, bro. She's not ugly. You know what I mean? She's just a attractive woman, bro. So I don't see why she has to get so much hate for that. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with being attractive in the world. There's nothing wrong with being an attractive white woman in the world. There's nothing wrong with being an attractive white woman with fucking size C fucking boobs. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having blonde hair and blue eyes. The same way that there's nothing wrong with being, you know, a fucking Hispanic man who is like a washed up Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? The same way that there's no issue with being like a, ugly person. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I thought we were supposed to be body positive. This doesn't really seem very positive to me. And I know this is kind of old news. I did just want to talk about it because it does actually keep popping up on my feed. Like, I don't search for Sydney Sweeney, so it just pops up. But after a while, it just gets kind of old, bro. Like, I don't know why people are, hating so hard on Sydney Sweeney. I just don't get it. I think the most recent one is this one with Angel Reese, which, again, I can't confirm as true or not. But to me, it's just pathetic. It's just pathetic. Like, instead of hating on somebody who is attractive, people can be attractive if you work on yourself, bro. Just go to the fucking gym. Be attractive, bro. Like, get some confidence. Get some self-confidence instead of tearing people down that actually have that confidence, bro. Get good, bro. Get good. Stop being a fucking lame-o, a wacko, bro. Anyway, that's about it. I'll see y'all in the flip.